Right, you're going to have to watch it because it won't click in.
So here goes the tale of Kanye West, who one day wasn't feeling his Kanye best. He awoke in his Kanye nest. He got out of bed and got Kanye dressed. He decided to wear his finest Kanye vest. It's $50 for a t-shirt, embroidered with his Kanye crest. He bid good morning to his subjects, or his Kanye guests, because only last night they'd thrown a bash. For him, it was a real Kanye fest. Today was the day for him to go on his Kanye quest and endure countless Kanye tests to prove he really was the Kanye best. He'd anticipated this with a real Kanye zest. Unfortunately for time, he was Kanye pressed, because due to a build-up of Kanye stress, it had led to an internal Kanye abscess, which was sadly terminal, much to his Kanye distress. He soon lay on his deathbed with one less Kanye request: to not be revived as an insane cyborg, for that would be sheer Kanye excess. So he said he did Kanye confess. But he was too successful to die, and the Kanye request was Kanye suppressed. So goes the tale of fair Kanye West, and why we're in the cold steel grip of a robotic uprising. Surrender or be assimilated at his Kanye behest. Why are you cheering? That was awful. And this is one I wrote last year. I never performed. It was about sherbet, and it looks like a nice page turn, but when you perform it, I've never performed it, so here goes. It's called Sherbet Not Even Once. I called it the cocaine of confectionery. Before me rests a big ass bowl of sherbet. There are so many drugs jokes to make, so little time. I fantasize about making little sherbet angels in the bowl. I sweep my limbs through the fine powder and accumulate particles like baby possums. Your guess is as good as mine. Instead, I swipe a lollipop glazed with saliva through like a sticky-ass snowplow, and a fellow partygoer whips out his nectar card and spoons out a couple of pinches to inhale, because it gives, and I quote, a buzz of about like a second or two. It was all the rage when I was 15, end quote. And he snorts it through a bendy straw, and I don't think it worked. He inhaled it, so it's hard to tell. Obviously, I went to the wrong kind of school. My mum was a fucking comprehensive in the Cotswolds. So instead, I shove it into my mouth, and it's less than efficient, and I'm bringing it out of my lungs in several hacking coughs. But wow, what a buzz, I think. So I go back to my original method until I bite the lolly off the paper stick, like the head off a spine, and crunch it between my teeth. I then switch to a wooden spatula, mixy thing for coffee, I don't know. And it's damp with spit, so I transfer small mountains into my mouth, and I know it's pure sugar, but wow, what pure sugar. Am I right, guys? The buzz is instead palpable now, and it's cleansing, corrosive, eating through my veins, replacing doubt, thought, and reason with a sharp, glassy clarity. So I say. There's such a soothing disparity between then and now. Then I was unsure, uneven, operating on half-true PSA memories. Now I'm supping upon the sweetest of the candy man's many memories. Jesus Christ. It's filling me up with warm feelings of completeness, satisfaction, in other words, that would give a PR middle manager a raging erection. In truth, I actually have heartburn. Oh no. I down glass after glass of iced water with a slice of lime to quell, fuck off. Through my abdomen, defeated now, I resigned to my fate and I recline my seat. Yeah, sherbet, not even once. Part of me forms this mantra. The rest of me looks into my glass, not to view my wasting skin, nor the issues that lie within. I pick out the slice of lime and drag it along the damp white dregs spilled across the table like dried blood. And little juice weeping from the fruit segment. It's not that bad. I might have another, but I think better of it when someone else dunks their entire face in and out of the bowl. Alabaster particles anointing their nose and mouth like some fucking simile. Sherbet, not even once. Am I right? And this one I wrote ages ago for a performance poetry module, which I despised. This poem, not the module, it worked out okay. So I've read it a few times, and this is now called Rebuff to an Internet Troll. It's going to be changed, so it's testing ground. Are you serious? Oh, you're serious? No, you're not serious. Tell you what, you're a dick. By the looks of it, you're a dick Ted to being a dick. If I had to think about who was a dick, you'd be my #1 pick. You're so much of a dick that when you send dick pics, they're headshots of yourself, because you're at least 10% dick. Yeah, take that, anonymous consumer of the same online news site as me. You're feeling like when I was doing a jigsaw and I couldn't start it because someone had taken all the corner pieces away. You probably use the word interesting to describe things that you actually have no real interest in. Because if you are actually a recording artist, you'd have to use session musicians not to get a diverse array of musical talents in your work, but because you can't get people to be around you long enough because of your personality, which, as is mentioned earlier, is dickish. This short paragraph of my newsfeed is anything to go by. You're so vain, you probably think this paragraph is about you. Well, it is, you conceited cunt. You probably used the LCD Sound System's 2007 EP 4533 as a soundtrack for running, even though the frontman of the band claimed it was all a marketing push and therefore is an inappropriate soundtrack to your bi-weekly exercise regime, you shameless corporate shill. Feel more bad for these things. My family was killed by bad grammar, actually. They were also killed by bad sampling in pop songs, and they were also killed by the final boss of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It was a simpler time. You had no rings, you died like one hit, so what the fuck are you supposed to do? Have you ever even played it, or would you slam it regardless? Or did you have a TurboGrafx 16 and hate it because superior processing power doesn't mean anything unless you have a decent games library that takes full advantage of the hardware and multiple third-party developers to maintain market relevance? Tremble in fear of my vast knowledge of things that are important because I brought them up in a near anonymous internet argument. If God built you in his image, then God is a cackling spider with racism for legs and bad grammar for eyeballs. Instead of producing web, an obnoxiously long row of maybe ironic kisses trails from an abdomen bloated from years of proto-pseudo-socialist, neoliberalist, capitalist, leftist, rightist, centrist, fascist stuff that is probably bad. Your name's probably something really corporate like Richard, and you're also a self-described nice or cool guy who also labels himself as random, and you go, oh look, a picture of a cat! Hashtag first world problems, but I've got news for you, possibly Richard, despite the length of the preceding paragraph I have procured, nobody cares! And press enter. Score. 5 likes in 20 minutes. It's made a difference. Thank you.